Hey, how's it going, you guys? Dante here, and right now we are gonna, I guess, not really play, but we're gonna read a visual novel. Now, personally, I really love visual novels. Like, I love the story behind them. I love the little contrast, the little details. Some of them even have Easter eggs, which I do love to go and such search for and hunt down and all that. But that's just my opinion. I hope you guys will actually really love this. This is a really good visual novel from what I've heard, and I'm really excited to get into this. And there are multiple endings, so maybe that could be something later on I can do. All right, let's get into this. It's called "The Shadows That Run Alongside Our Car." Ooh, I like that name so far. So let's go ahead and start. Whose eyes will you see the world through? Ooh, we can be. Okay, I'm a guy, right? Yeah, I'm a guy. All right, gun it. I put the pedal to the floor. The wheels screech as we pull out into the lane. The car swerves, but it doesn't really matter. There's no one else out here, as far as the eye can see. The abandoned station shrieks behind us until it's gone. And then it's just us, and the long road. The world outside the windows passes by us in abstract, like the whole world's given up on having any meaning. We drive in silence. After a while, I hear the faint buzzing of the power window being rolled down. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just going to hurl themselves at a moving car. Wait, zombies? Fair enough. Well, that was a thrilling conversation. So, guess it's kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name anyway? Right, we never did introduce ourselves. It's... what's your name, Shelby? I think I'm gonna keep it default. Shelby. Well, nice to officially meet you then, Shelby. Name's... I'm gonna put my name. Dante. Okay. Ah. The car shudders briefly as we rumble over a series of potholes, but then the road smoothens again. The humming of the engine reminds me of a storm, brewing far off the horizon. Beyond these occasional noises, we sit in silence. So, what were you doing before everything happened? Oh, wow, that's the first time she actually started a conversation. Guess I'm not so intimidating after all. What was I doing? God, what was I? A whole lot of nothing. I bet that sounds super impressive, huh? Just a scuffy driver. Now, I apologize if I stutter or mispronounce words. It's just that I'm dyslexic, I'm not gonna lie. So if I do mispronounce words, or if I say them wrong, or mix them up, or whatever, you know why. I'm a scruffy driver. Drifter, whatever it says. I can't even read! Help! Help, I didn't go to 1st grade. I can't read. Not so sure she wants to hear that. I dodged the question and the truth. We're not gonna dodge the question. It's just, what's the point of lying? What's the point of making a reputation of ourselves? Would you say zombies? So it's like the end of the world type thing, right? I'm just gonna say that, bend the truth. I was moving cross country. Then everything went south. What about you? The ride is yours, right? Yeah. Well, it's really my dad's car. Or was. Even when he was alive, though. I was the only one who ever drove it. Ah, guess he didn't. Sorry, never mind. It's okay. The booze would have killed him eventually anyway. Pretty quiet in here, huh? Surprisingly, not much noise at the end of the world. Oh, so, zombie apocalypse, I'm guessing? Zombies, end of the world, I can put 2 and 2 together. It's probably zombie apocalypse, I don't know. Do you think there's any radio stations left? I'd be pretty shocked if so. Reckon it couldn't hurt to look, though. She's fiddling with the dial. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna find anything. Static comes in and out in waves. Every so often, the distortion gives the illusion of an actual sound, then it goes right back to nothingness. Just then, though. Hang on a sec. Go back down? I think I actually heard something. The noise phases in and out, then as something comes into auditory focus. Really? Really? Is that mariachi? I can't contain myself. The sound is unmistakable. Horns blare joyously over the in a sick fanfare, while a man's voice wails soulfully over it. God, I hate mariachi. I'm laughing so hard I nearly pissed myself. Shelby's nearly there too. That was not what I was expecting. Who's hell out there running this? Of all the music that would be left, man. I sink back into the driver's seat, letting my mind drift to this music. The diagnostic is almost comforting. As the fractured chords wash over me, I try to pretend that I'm lounging in a truck bed somewhere. Out in the sun, mid-afternoon. Shirt damp and dirty from a hard day's work. For a moment, I almost believed it. The music falls short for a few seconds, before starting up again. Wait, isn't this the same song again? It's probably on an endless loop, because why wouldn't it be? Sure seems that way. Guess it's just ghosts on the waves after all. And the undead aren't exactly interested in DJing. What do you think a zombie even listened to? Is death metal too obvious of an answer? Rob Zombie? Or maybe they're all into baby metal these days. I don't know. I think the Grateful Dead seems more apt. You know, I've always wondered this, but what are they grateful for, exactly? Maybe they finally found themselves some peace? Peace, huh? I wish they let the rest of us have some. Ain't so bad right now, anyway. Well, except for that. I shake my hand at the radio controls. So, what are you into anyway? Music-wise, I really like Alanis Morissette? Top 40 hits, that sort of thing. I don't think I've heard of her. You? And don't tell me it's baby metal. Will you judge me if I say I actually haven't heard of them? No, that might be for the best. What do you listen to then? Most people look at me and expect me to be into the Stones or Marley or something, but, well, you probably actually judge me more for this. Try me. ABBA. ABBA, really? Just as I thought, she starts laughing at my expense. It's a nice sound though. I'm not gonna be poetic and say that it sounds like music or anything like that. Still, it's good to hear. I agree. It's kind of catchy, I guess. I mean, it's I've listened to it a little bit because of my parents, but like, really, ABBA? Told you. No, it's fine. Their music's catchy. Yeah, I agree. Just like I said, I agree. I mean, my parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine. Your parents? Yeesh. How old are you anyway? You seem a bit young for Alanis. How old do you think I am? I'm pretty sure there's no right answer to that question. Except for that one. I'm 22. Crap. God, that's so young. She's practically a kid. What was I doing when I was 22? Still wasting my life, I reckon. Wonder if she's even been to school. That young and whole dang world's crashing down around her. I try not to make a face, but I can see my knuckles going white as my finger grips harder onto the wheel. This music's kinda similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff? You should be happy to have it. That sure is an optimistic take on it. Alright, enough of you. I reach down and turn the volume knob to the sharp left, and the radio blissfully goes silent. Farewell, old man. Now, it's just us again. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? It's getting dark, huh? The sun sets so late in the summer. I mean, I kind of want to say this, but I don't want to seem like a jerk about it. Like, it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of a sore topic. Like, I feel like I shouldn't even be asking that because, yeah, like, who would want to talk about that? I guess she doesn't want to think about it. Yeah, I can't say I blame her. I'm a bit surprised we still have any light at all at this hour. Especially without the streetlights and all. It's like the sky's just been saving it up. Looks a bit like dying fire. Kind of fitting for the end of the world. Huh. So you never really told me what it is that you do. I mean, doesn't have to be a job or anything, but, well, what do you like to do? Or what did you before everything? Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have time for much other than that. I would wake up, shower, go to work, have a lunch break, go back to work, get off work, eat dinner, watch TV before a few minutes before passing out. And then the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. That was about it. I guess that'd be most people's story. It's tough out there. What's tough probably tougher now. Ha, all kinds of pointless in the end, isn't it? You work your dang tail off, and everything goes to a pot anyway. And you just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know? Yeah. But I guess that doesn't matter either way. So what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA. Ah. I used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. I'd pose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Well, that sure is lofty. That sounds really cliche. Not really, it sorta suits you. To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sorta lose yourself. It gets to a pretty dark place. Got to the point I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? Wishes never do come true the way you expect them to, huh? Yeah, monkey's paw. I don't think she knows I've noticed, but she's been pressing at her gut a lot. Wonder if she's still alright. Since I first ran into her, she's been a rough way, and I'm not sure it's gotten much better. We probably shouldn't look for something more bags of that ginger stuff. As if she's nauseous coming on her hand. Let me ask if she's nauseous. Still feeling nauseous? Oh, yeah, it's gotten a little better, but I'm just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is. I do, but Christ, I'm really not equipped for this. I know first aid, I can stitch up a cut, but drastic distress is a bit beyond me. You think we should stop and rest? Nah, like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Braking would just waste gas. Right, the fuel. If everything wasn't so weird these days anyway, I'd call it suspicious that there was only a single tank's worth left. Not much we can do about that, though. Onward it is, then. Do you ever wonder, like, why us? How did we make it this far? And is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? Ha, didn't I used to? Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stop to wonder what my own life was worth, It's a dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you that. We're here, that's what matters. Despite it all, we're here, and we're safe. The how and why of it is just garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that we're really facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple months, I just kept working. Kept on like everything was fine. And then... Listen, you gotta answer me. You don't gotta answer me if you don't want to, but your old man. What happened? My dad? Nah. So we needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. But they wouldn't even let him in our nearby liquor store anymore, so he wandered off to another one. Just so happened that that part of town was infested. It took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. That's pretty pathetic, huh? But so was my dad. And in the end, I won't be doing much better. Great, now I feel like I want to puke. Hey, please don't say things like that, Shelby. One of us has to keep this up. Oh, they don't know each other that well yet. Like, is the letter? They don't know each other that well though. But it is the apocalypse, and they are the only two there. Maybe they can make it work. Maybe they can make their company the best thing that they can have, because it's just them, and they won't really have anything else for a while. Maybe they can make it work. I would say let her be, but maybe it's best to try to comfort her a little bit, and for a little while. This better not mess me up. I hope this is the right answer. I slide my hand off the wheel. Her hand is resting by her leg, near the center console, so I reach over. I thought she might pull away, but she doesn't. Her shoulders fall, and I think I hear her sigh. Wow, her skin feels really cold. Is that normal? Maybe because the window's open. Maybe it's because she's sick? I really wish I knew a bit more medical stuff right now. Actually, if she had a fever, shouldn't she be hotter? A chill like that can't be normal. It's not even that cold in here, but we're still here. Just remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they would, but while we're still breathing, there's hope. That's pretty cheesy, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get on with him. I bet it must be hard, losing someone that's close to you. Well, I guess. It all happened so fast. I'm still trying to come to terms with it. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. I wonder if there's anyone else still out there. I wonder if they're stuck out here, like this. I wonder if we'll ever know. If the car's clock is set right, it's nearly 1 in the morning now. The road is dead as it ever was, but it somehow feels even emptier, more sinister. Like all the shadows behind us are teaming up into a hungering mass, just waiting to swallow us whole. My eyes are getting heavier. We can't stop now, though. We've still got so much farther to go. Even if we... Hey, Dante, there's something I need to tell you. She puts her hand to her stomach again. Latin instincts tell me not to take my eyes off the road, but I do anyways to look at her. She looks real bad. Worse than I've seen yet. A couple times she opens and shuts her mouth. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? I should have said something before I wanted to, but I was scared. I'm still scared. Dang it. God dang it. I should have known it. I've heard so much unreliable crap about the symptoms, but I guess they weren't so full of crap after all. Hey, stop. It's okay. But No. Is she infected? Is she infected? Wait, what? Keep calm, alright? We don't even really know how this all works, so Maybe there's a way. Does it hurt? Not as much as I expected it to. I mostly just feel cold and hungry. I'm not even sure if that was anything to do with being bitten. No, she got... I wanted... Oh my god, it's so... the feels! I'm already starting to get a little emotional, jeez. If it wasn't for this, I might think I just imagined it. I wish I was dreaming right now. I wish this wasn't reality. F it all. I thought I was keeping it together. Don't do this to me, kid. I swallow, but it doesn't make my throat any drier. The corners of my eyes are burning. Careful there. Remember that thing about wishes? Monkey's paw, right? I guess sitting in a car beats having customers or a manager yell at me. Silver lining. Reality? Almost as bad as zombies. Worse, probably. I try, but I can't muster up the will to laugh. Anyway, you should sleep if you want to. We'll probably be on the road for a while. Yeah, you're right. Will you wake me up if anything happens? Of course. And hey, gotta be somewhere better down the road, right? Better than back there, at any rate. Yeah, maybe there's even a station that plays both Elnis and ABBA. If there is, or even was a station like that out there, I'd love to hear it. Hey, I'd love to shake the hand of whoever was running it. This life's too short to not just do whatever the heck you want. But I guess it ain't the time to be waxing on that. I don't know how much longer this tank's gonna get us. Well, ain't much else to do now but go until we can't anymore. The road is long, and our course is still true. Nowhere to run but forward. Wow. That was actually a really good visual novel. I felt a little emotional though when I found out. Like, I don't know if you guys actually want to watch through this full thing. It's probably like 15 minutes long, I don't know, maybe longer, but like that was really good, no joke. Like that was actually a really good visual novel. Maybe one of my favorites. Like honestly, that was really good. And if you guys want to check this visual novel out, I will leave a link in the description. It is really good. Maybe you can find the other endings too. It is a really good visual novel. Probably one of my favorites, honestly. But yeah, that's enough of this, praising it. And once again, I'm sorry. I am a little dyslexic, so I do get words mixed up, and I do tend to stutter a little bit. So yeah, if you liked this episode, go ahead and show me some love. Hit that like button down below. And if you guys want to see different endings, tell me in the comments below, and I'll try to get them. And yeah, don't forget to leave a random comment or question in the comment section below so I can feature them in the next video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.